Greetings, Elder Blacklight. Now listen up quick because this is something you don't want to miss. And pay attention. Study this one right here because this is strategy. This will save you from the invasion of the military, the police. See, Detroit, in a way, don't have the same problem other urban areas have because of the fact that our police force was put together a long time ago by Mayor Coleman Young, and he made it a policy that it must be at least 50% black policemen, and they got to live in the city. So we don't have that problem. But to establish jurisdiction, in a heavily populated black city, you got to have self-government. You can't rely on City Hall because half of the ones that work in City Hall, most of them are boule. Most of them are boule. So block clubs is the way. When my father, I remember when I was younger, my father and them was starting block clubs. You see these lights right here? The lawn lights. My old man and them used to put them in. Him and some of the brothers in the hood. When they had this block club, they wanted to light the different houses, and they put them in. They the ones that put these lights in. In Detroit, the men back then were community minded. They kept put a check on these young brothers until they started getting older. Then they started getting scared, and they stopped trying to check some of these wild young brothers in the hood, especially the ones with no father. Because we had Little League, and one of my friends' dad used to be the manager of the Little Leagues. But anyway, I'm going to let her tell you how to set this up.
Neighborhood changing? Have longtime residents moved away? Do you have vacant, unsightly houses on your block? Do you know your neighbors? Well, don't feel discouraged. There are ways to turn your neighborhood around. Stay tuned to the first episode of Neighborly Solutions. Welcome to Neighborly Solutions, your connection to creating a vibrant neighborhood and better quality of life. As the community coordinator of the Schoolcraft Improvement Association, I look forward to sharing ideas that will help you turn your neighborhood into a great place to live. About 10 years ago, the SIA had 12 consistent members who met in a church basement. We wanted to make changes in our neighborhood, but there was no real vision in place to take the organization to the next level. Unfortunately, we saw no growth for 2 whole years, until a new team of officers was elected in 2010 to move the organization forward. President Brian Ferguson, Vice President Carmen Collier, Treasurer Alicia Emerson, and myself as Community Coordinator. I'm extremely proud to say we now have 300 plus members and are an award-winning association. We learned early on that building a great community starts with connecting its residents and creating a friendly environment where people feel welcome to share ideas and work together to improve their neighborhood. One tried and true method to begin organizing your community is by forming a block club. So in today's episode, I'll share 3 steps that'll help you get your block club up and running in no time. First, let's understand what a block club is. A block club is made up of a group of residents who live on a specific block or within a neighborhood area and have come together to improve their quality of life. It can be one block or an entire street. It's the first step in getting to know your neighbors so you can begin solving common neighborhood issues. So where do you begin? Step 1, find a team to help you get started. If you try to do it alone, you'll get discouraged. So reach out to people you know and have a connection with already. Tell them about your plan for a block club and how it can benefit them and other residents. Find out their interests and issues and get them on board. As you get confirmation from 2 to 3 people, be sure to get their phone numbers and email addresses so you can coordinate a meet and greet. Step number 2, schedule the meeting. Contact each person on your list to set up a day and time that works best for them. It can be a resident's house, at a local park, or at a coffee house. Make sure it's nearby to make it convenient for everyone. Prepare an agenda so you know what to discuss and keep the meeting focused. Step number 3, the meet and greet. Have everyone introduce themselves and tell what changes they'd like to see in the neighborhood. Find out more about their interest in volunteering their time for the mission of the block club. Don't worry too much in the beginning about formal positions. This initial meeting is simply for introductions, to discuss the purpose of the block club and to get feedback. This is also the time to decide how big the block club will be. Will it be just 1 block or will you extend 2 to 3 blocks? The team will have to decide on the size. Don't overwhelm yourself with too many blocks. You can expand as you grow. Now that you have your core startup team on board to move to the next step, it's time to start planning the first official block club meeting. And that will be my focus in the next episode.
So, a lot of you don't think that'll do no good, but block clubs, they have a neighborhood patrol, volunteer, and they make sure that the children are safe, going to school, coming and going. You are safe. Your homes are secure because a lot of times people work in the daytime or work at night, and they switch up volunteering being on neighborhood patrol or neighborhood watch. They have walkie-talkies. We used to do this in the Nation of Islam. We had walkie-talkies. We would walk the sisters to the car, make sure they had rides coming and going, so we can extend certain things that we did in the Nation of Islam to other organizations like church organizations. So I'm going to show you how this church, how they are concerned with the neighborhood and what they're doing. For example,
responsibility to do what it does, but the church has a responsibility in the community to do something that when your church is in a community, in that surrounding area, you got to get out there not just to get people to come to church or to food lines and stuff like that, but in this season, with all this property available, you need to buy it. We don't want to get a picket sign and say, hell no, drugs must go. If you buy the house, drugs are gone. If you buy the house, gang banging is gone. If you buy the house, then he who owns the land makes the rules, and that's exactly what we've done. Our membership is probably about 600-700, with a couple of hundred people that's showing up on Sunday. So we're not talking about a mega church thing. It's not a whole lot of people there. On Sundays, we're looking at a couple of hundred people, but from that couple of hundred people, we've been able to get, so far, 22 families to move back into the city. This block was totally empty for the most part. You had a few people that were staying here. All the other people that are on here, that are still here, actually joined our church.
Now, your thoughts are being controlled by the 3 city-states. Spiritually, by the Vatican. Economically, by London. That's Rothschilds and them territory. The Illuminati. They control, they're the top of, sitting on top of these 2 right here, militarily. Now we in the military zone of control. That's the fear factor. You know, that's why the police, you know, stop you while walking black, stop you while barbecuing while black, driving while black, just sitting in your front lawn. They control you by fear. This affects your decisions on how you organize. A lot of you scared to even talk about what I'm talking about. That's why y'all talk about each other with that gossip mess with what Snoop said, and that's why y'all love y'all entertainers so much. You see them on TV. Y'all think that's y'all world. That's not y'all world. That's Hollywood. That's how they want y'all to think, in that kind of way. I'm here to change all that. Me and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Master Farad Muhammad, and these brothers that know about the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, this is what we got to do. We got to go out in the hood, try to get some block clubs started. This is jurisdiction for justice. And this is Black Light saying stay tuned for the next one.